Well, the government says it's going after pimps and johns, making it a crime to buy sex in Canada, but not always illegal to sell it. The Justice Minister says his new prostitution law would allow individuals to sell their own services, but with several conditions, leaving many convinced prostitutes will be put in more danger than ever before. Senior correspondent Terry Milewski has more. Terry.
Well, Mark, the government really had no choice but to rewrite the law since the old law was thrown out by the Supreme Court, which said it forced sex workers underground and so put them at risk. The question now is whether the new law would do much to change that.
It is important to note that the sale and the purchase of sex has never been illegal in Canada. That changes today.
The Minister of Justice says his new law will make the buying of sex illegal, not the selling.
We are specifically targeting, as I said, again, for emphasis, johns, perpetrators, pimps, those who are exploiting vulnerable women.
But that's not all the new bill does. It would also make it illegal to profit from prostitution or to advertise sex for sale. But those who won the Supreme Court case last December say the court agreed the law should not make their lives more risky. But the new bill does the same.
We're going to have to be in dark alleyways. We're going to have to work secretively. This is a gift to sexual predators pretending to be our clients.
The bill would also prohibit selling sex anywhere that children might be found, including malls, parks, neighborhoods, or private homes.
We are criminalizing the purchase of sexual services and, in very specific instances, the sale or the communication for the purposes in areas where young people under the age of 18 could be present.
That, too, was criticized as a reason for sex workers to hide from the police.
You could reasonably expect to see a minor almost anywhere, definitely in the streets of Montreal and downtown. So what that does is it gives discretion for police to actually still be arresting sex workers who are communicating on the street, who are soliciting clients there, and who need to be doing so in a public space in order to protect their safety.
The opposition wants more time to study the bill, but doesn't see how it addresses the problem of safety that the Supreme Court identified.
Is this bill doing that? My jury is still out. With the Conservatives, it's always very important to read everything, not only once, but twice and sometimes 3 times.
Now, the government did opinion surveys and says that Canadians generally agree with the basic idea of going after the buyer of sex instead of the seller. But so far, the sellers don't seem very impressed. And the bill does leave a lot of discretion to police and the courts to decide what it would actually mean in practice. Mark.
All right, Terry, thanks so much.